Hey everyone, Jex here. Yes, it's been a while, but no, I am not dead. Oh, and also, happy 2018, of course. Anyway, there are a lot of awesome new games coming out this year, and I wanted to share with you guys the ones that I'm personally looking forward to this year. Now, if you're watching this video in, say, after E3 2018, which is in early June, then there may be some games that have been announced or confirmed for 2018 since, well, the making of this video. So if by some miracle, Cyberpunk 2077 or Death Stranding actually shows up this year, then you know why it's not on this list. Also note that this is in no particular order. And with that being said, the first game on this list is Code Vein, which is basically like this edgy anime version of the Souls games, and at this point I feel like Souls games are kind of like their own genre, sort of like Metroidvania type games, I suppose. And for me, I've never been too into the whole edgelord thing, the whole edgy themes. I always thought it was kind of cringy, but as we've seen in the past, some games like Metal Gear Rising, for example, can actually pull it off pretty well. Now, as for Souls games, I've never really played them at all. Well, a little bit, but I'm really bad at them, so I didn't feel like spending hours and hours on it and trying to beat them. But, you know, I think this game looks pretty interesting regardless, so that's why it's on this list, I guess. Next up, we have a remake in Shadow of the Colossus. I don't think this game needs any introduction, but for those out of the loop, this is widely considered to be among the greatest games on the PS2. Despite this, I never actually played the original back in the day since it was a PS2 exclusive and I had a GameCube. So I was basically just playing like Mario Kart Double Dash and whatnot. It did get an HD remaster for the PS3, but again, I didn't have a PS3 either, so I don't know, I digress. The remake's being handled by Bluepoint Games, who I think they've done an amazing job based on what I've seen on all these comparison shots. And these guys are actually the ones involved in developing the aforementioned PS3 HD remaster, in addition to other remakes like the Uncharted collection from just a few years ago. So these guys seem to know what they're doing, so I'm pretty excited to finally play such a classic. Alright, so this next game isn't actually confirmed for 2018, but I'm pretty confident it will show up this year, and I just want an excuse to talk about it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I really hate that word, it does not roll off the tongue very easily. Anyway, it's the sequel to one of the best games from 2015, and that's a fact. Ori and the Blind Forest. So what is this game? It's a Metroidvania game with probably some of the best visuals and the best art direction I've seen in like any game ever. It looks amazing, go check it out yourself. Of course, graphics aren't everything, so how's the gameplay? Well, the gameplay is fun, it's challenging, it's a Metroidvania game, you know, it has everything you would expect. Lots of exploration, there's collectibles, backtracking. I know not everyone likes backtracking, but the way these games do it, it gives you, I don't know, a sense of, what is it? Pride and accomplishment, I think? Yeah, pride and accomplishment. Also, the soundtrack is phenomenal, so there's that. I mean, there's not really much to nitpick with these games. They're awesome, and I'm hoping Will of the Wisps, still hate that word, comes out this year, but that might just be wishful thinking. Next is a game that people have been waiting forever to play, but at long last has been confirmed for a 2018 release. Kingdom Hearts 3 is part of a long-running Disney meets Final Fantasy action RPG series of games with a lot of praise, and I'm still catching up on it myself. Luckily, they actually released a bunch of HD collections for the previous games for those who need it, like myself. And I really like Disney stuff, so this series has always kind of appealed to me, even though I haven't really gotten around to it completely. But hey, I'm fixing that now, so it's a work in progress. Alright, so I think that about wraps it up for me. These are the games I'm most excited for this year, these 4 in particular. Just because I didn't name certain games doesn't mean I'm not excited for it, it's just that these, I guess, are kind of my top 4. And the other games, you know, maybe they're top 10, but I didn't make a top 10 video because, I don't know, it's too mainstream now. No, I guess I'm too lazy to edit a video that long, and I don't think anyone wants to hear me. Yeah, I know, excuses. But I promise you guys one thing, is that my next video will not take like another like year and a half to be released. Okay, I apologize again for the delay, to say the least. But yeah, don't worry, it'll just take 2 years now. No, I'm messing with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good to be back to YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Jex, signing out.